Today we're going to be working with 100% acrylic yarn. I think this is from the brand One Red Heart, I think the name is. I'm going to be using a 3mm hook and some clippers for my thread. So let's get right into the video. Let me show you how I get this. Now to start your project, you're going to have to make a chain long enough to fit around your torso. I won't give any direct measurements because for everyone this might be different, but you want to go ahead and make a chain long enough, measuring yourself as you go along. So in order to make a chain, what you have to make a slip knot. This is simply making a loop with the thread and taking the shorter piece of the loop, wrapping that around and pulling it back through that little piece at the bottom, and tightening the loop with the longer piece of the thread. Then you're going to insert your needle into the loop and finish tightening it, making it comfortable for yourself. For everyone, everybody holds the thread differently, but for me, this is more comfortable for me, so this is what I work with. Now you're gonna just go ahead and make a chain. This is done by simply putting the hook beneath the thread and pulling it back through that little loop that you have. Simply putting it beneath, wrapping it around, and pulling it through. And you're going to continue doing this until you have a chain long enough to fit from one end, basically from one end of your side to the next end of your side, if you get what I'm saying. So as you can see, I went ahead and completed my chain, made sure it was long enough to hold from one end of my bust area to the next. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make single crochets in every single chain. How you make a single crochet is simply taking the hook, inserting it into that very first chain next to the hook. You're going to wrap the yarn around the hook, pull it back through the chain, wrap the yarn again, and pull it through both chains. Insert the needle, wrap it around, pull through that loop, wrap it around again, and pull through both. And now you're just going to continue this until the entire chains are filled with single crochets. So I did not like how the single crochets were looking, so I changed that to half double crochets. Don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how I got the half double crochet pattern and also how I got the decrease at the edges. Now to make a half double crochet, you are going to wrap the yarn around your hook. And if you notice, you're going to see two sides to your chains if you hold it from above. We're going to be working with the back portion of the chains. So after wrapping the yarn around the hook, you're going to insert the hook into the back portion, wrap the yarn again. Now you have 3 loops at the top. You're going to make a fourth wrap and then pull that through those 3 loops. Wrap the yarn around the hook, insert it into the back stitch of the chain, wrap the yarn around the hook again, 3 loops at the top, wrap the yarn around the hook again, and pull that loop through all 3 stitches. And that's how you achieve this pattern that I'm working with right now. And I'm going to continue all the way down, and then I'll show you how I get the decrease at the edges. So when I got to the last 3 chains of the project, the third to last chain, I put a half double crochet in that. The middle chain, that's the second to last chain, I skipped that chain completely. And then the very last chain, I half double crochet in that one. So the second to last chain is skipped. That way the work continues to get that halter shape going up. Then I made a chain of 1, turn the project over, and continue doing half double crochets in the opposite direction. And we're going to be making triple crochets, or some people call it treble crochet. We're going to be making triple crochets along this area. So how you make a triple crochet is you want to wrap the yarn around the hook. You want to insert the yarn into the loop, wrap the yarn around the hook again, pull it through, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull it through the first one, you wrap the yarn around the hook again, you pull it through the first 2, wrap the yarn around the hook a 3rd time and pull it through the last 2. That's how you make a triple or treble crochet. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a triple crochet. We're going to skip these first 2, skip the first 2, and then we're going to make a triple crochet into the 4th row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to make a triple crochet in the 4th row. So you're going to wrap it under, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull through the first 1, wrap the yarn, pull through the first 2, wrap the yarn, pull through the first 3. And then after that first one, you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook, skip the next loop, and then go into the other one. So you're gonna do that, right? And then going forward, you're just going to skip every loop and go into the next one. So we did this one, you're gonna skip this and go into this one. Oops, my bad. Okay. Okay, now that we are almost at the end, I have just 2 more stitches left, so I'm going to show you how I finished this off. And the very last stitch. Oops. Then you're going to chain 1, turn your project around, and then you're going to triple crochet into this very first stitch. Alright, and then you're going to skip the 2nd stitch and triple crochet into the 3rd stitch. Now you're going to skip the 2nd stitch because you want the work to continue going like inwards to maintain the halter top shape. So you're going to wrap the yarn around the hook, and instead of going in these chains, I'm going to go in the space here. You'll see why as I go further up, or when I actually try it on. So I'm going to skip this stitch, go into this one. Crochet in between all of these spaces. See what we have here is Okay, so now you can see how the pattern formed. We're going to go ahead and make the straps for the neck part. So I'm just gonna chain maybe like 70, maybe like 70 or 80 to make the chain, and then I'll show you how I attach the straps to the rest of it. Okay, so now that we have finished with the first strap, so remember the first strap was just a continuous chain of 80, and then we're gonna do the second chain. So this one will have to be attached. So what we will do is stick the needle through the corner piece. We're going to wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it back through, right? So now you have piece in here and piece hanging out there. You don't want to make this one too long because it's going to be hanging off. So what you do, this little piece right here, you wrap it around the hook and pull it through this little tiny hole we have right here, right? And then there's going to be like a little piece left, and then you're going to just continue pulling it through to make your chain. Of course, it's going to give you a little problem, but yeah. So now you're just going to continue making your chain until you get to 80 stitches, 80 chains. What you want to do is decide which side is going to be your front and which side is going to be your back. That is very important because attaching the yarn will leave little pieces of hanging yarn in the back. Even though you're going to use your fabric glue to tag those in, you still want the front part to be as presentable as possible. So after you decided which part is going to be your back portion, you're going to insert your hook, wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it through. And then you're going to wrap the yarn around the hook again and pull through that little piece. Now the longest piece that is still attached to the yarn, that's what you're going to use to make your chain. Finished with your chain of 100. You just want to, how I usually detach my yarn is just this little hoop right here. I just go in and I usually use the scissors. I just don't know where the scissors are right now. Clip it, pull this part out, and tighten that part. Simple as that. And now we are finished. This is the final work, and I'm gonna go ahead and try it on. So this is the final look, guys. As you can see, the design in the stitches at the neckline while we were doing that. I'm also thinking about making a skirt for this with the design that I have at the neckline. If you want to see me do that, you can leave a comment and let me know. Let me know what you think about this video. If you found it informative, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.